Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're delving into a topic that sends shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned pilots: the weirdest plane crashes in aviation history. From crocodiles on board causing chaos to the eerie mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, these stories will make you question the laws of flight. So fasten your seatbelts as we travel through the dark and mysterious world of aviation anomalies. Our first tale takes us to the heart of Africa 2010 in an extraordinary flight, Filair Let L-410 Flight 202. This seemingly routine commuter flight was destined for the history books for all the wrong reasons. It was a typical day as the L-410 aircraft prepared for takeoff in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Unknown to other passengers, an uninvited guest was on board, a live crocodile hidden away in a duffel bag. Little did the passengers and crew know that their ordinary journey would transform into a surreal nightmare. The crocodile concealed within the bag would soon break free from its confinement, setting off a chain reaction of terror that would make this flight one of the strangest and most spine-tingling in aviation history. Picture the scene inside the cabin as the unshackled crocodile lurched forward. Panic erupted like wildfire among the passengers. Fear-stricken and desperate to escape the jaws of the reptilian intruder, they rushed toward the front of the aircraft, creating chaos in their wake. Passengers clambered over seats, shrieks pierced the air, and the crew struggled to maintain control. It was a surreal spectacle, a chilling blend of human survival instincts clashing with a creature from the animal kingdom. The consequences of this bizarre mid-air struggle would prove to be catastrophic. The aircraft lost control and plummeted to the earth. Only one passenger survived of the 21 people on board, and it wasn't the crocodile. Our next stop takes us to the haunting tale of the Helios Airways Flight 522. This ill-fated flight, a scheduled passenger journey from Larnaca, Cyprus to Prague, Czech Republic, with a stopover in Athens, Greece, has etched its name in aviation history. On the 14th of August 2005, shortly after takeoff, this routine flight turned into a chilling enigma. Olympia soared into the clear Mediterranean sky, and it seemed like just another day in the world of aviation. However, air traffic control lost contact with Olympia shortly after takeoff, plunging it into a spooky silence. As the minutes ticked away, it became evident that something was terribly wrong. The aircraft's communications remained dead, and a sense of foreboding descended upon those who watched helplessly from the ground. What was happening inside Olympia, and where had the crew and passengers gone? In the aftermath of the crash near Grammatiko, Greece, a sad truth emerged. All 121 passengers and crew on board had perished, making it the deadliest aviation accident in Greek history. The Air Accident Investigation and Aviation Safety Board, AAIASB, conducted a meticulous investigation. Their findings, though chilling, shed light on the eerie circumstances surrounding the disaster. During the takeoff checks, the crew had tragically neglected to set the pressurization system to automatic. This seemingly minor oversight had cataclysmic consequences. The plane remained unpressurized throughout the flight, leading to nearly everyone suffering from generalized hypoxia, an insidious condition resulting from a lack of oxygen. Picture this: a plane full of passengers disconnected from the world, with 100 passengers trapped in their oxygen-starved reality, who likely felt confusion, disorientation, and a creeping sense of dread. In the wake of this tragic accident, lawsuits were filed against Helios Airways, the airline operating the flight, and Boeing. The government of Cyprus took the unprecedented step of shutting down Helios Airways the following year. We set our course back to the year 1998. It was a calm evening at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York as Swissair Flight 111 prepared for its long-haul journey to Geneva, Switzerland. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11 aircraft was packed with passengers eager to reach their European destinations. High above the Atlantic Ocean, within the confines of the MD-11, a sinister transformation was taking place. Passengers reclined in their seats in the cabin, blissfully unaware of the lurking danger. A fire from an unlikely source began to smolder within the aircraft. In-flight entertainment equipment had malfunctioned, setting off a chain reaction of events that would prove catastrophic. Smoke and flames soon swallowed the plane, filling the cabin with terror and confusion. As the passengers grappled with the suffocating smoke, the crew fought valiantly to regain control, but the odds were against them. The technology meant to entertain and comfort passengers had turned malevolent, transforming the aircraft into an inferno above the dark Atlantic waters. The crew's heroic efforts were ultimately in vain. The fire raged uncontrollably, and the aircraft, now crippled and engulfed in smoke, plummeted into the icy waters of the Atlantic. The unthinkable had occurred. A flight that had begun with hopes and dreams had turned into a haunting nightmare. All 229 passengers and crew on board the MD-11 were killed, making the crash the deadliest accident in the history of Swissair, the most fatal accident involving the McDonnell Douglas MD-11, and the second deadliest aviation accident in Canada. This time we turn our gaze back to the year 1972. It was a day like any other, as JAT Flight 367, a McDonnell Douglas DC-9, took off from Copenhagen, Denmark, en route to Belgrade, Yugoslavia. The flight seemed unremarkable as the aircraft ascended into the clear European sky. As JAT Flight 367 continued its journey, a series of unthinkable events unfolded. The aircraft suddenly suffered a catastrophic explosion, tearing the plane apart at 33,000 feet. Amid the chaos, the cabin depressurized, subjecting passengers and crew to a hostile environment where the air they breathed became thin and hazardous. In this terrifying moment, all seemed lost. The plane, now disintegrating, plummeted to the earth below. Miraculously, amidst the wreckage and devastation, one survivor emerged from the abyss, an air hostess. Vesna Volovi held the astonishing record of surviving the highest fall without a parachute, 33,330 feet. It's an inexplicable and cunning feat that has baffled experts and investigators for decades. Vesna's survival raised questions that remain unanswered to this day. How did she endure the fall? What mysterious forces allowed her to defy the laws of gravity and fate? It's 1945, and we're about to embark on a chilling journey into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle. On a seemingly routine day during the waning days of World War II, Flight 19, a squadron of 5 TBM Avenger bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Their mission was a standard training exercise, a navigation exercise that would take them over to the Atlantic Ocean and back. The crews, comprised of experienced military personnel, anticipated a straightforward mission. However, as the hours passed, something inexplicable unfolded. The squadron's radio transmissions grew increasingly desperate and confused. Their reports told a story of disorientation, a sense of being lost in a sea of clouds, and dwindling fuel reserves. Then suddenly all communication ceased. Flight 19 and its 14 crew members had vanished into thin air. The disappearance of Flight 19 and the chilling circumstances surrounding it became the stuff of legend. The Bermuda Triangle, a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, where ships and aircraft have mysteriously vanished, had claimed its most notorious victims. The world grappled with lingering questions about Flight 19's vanishing act. What forces lurked beneath the tranquil surface of the ocean? Did supernatural phenomena inhabit the skies above the Bermuda Triangle? The eerie enigma of Flight 19 defied explanation, giving birth to a litany of theories and legends. Decades had passed since the fateful day in 1945, and Flight 19 remains a subject of fascination, speculation, and dread. Countless expeditions and investigations have attempted to uncover the truth, yet the mystery endures. As we journey deeper into aviation mysteries, we arrive in 2002, where the tranquil skies over Überlingen, Germany, would bear witness to a series of chilling events. 2 aircraft, a Boeing 757 operated by DHL, and a Tupolev Tu-154 passenger plane belonging to Bashkirian Airlines shared the airspace over southern Germany. As the sun dipped below the horizon, these planes embarked on their separate journeys, unaware of the ominous chain of events that awaited them. In the heart of this idyllic scene, the stage was set for a tragic ballet of errors. The air traffic controllers overseeing the area, fatigued and understaffed, were navigating a challenging web of flight paths. Meanwhile, Boeing 757 and Tupolev Tu-154 found themselves on converging courses. The pilots, relying on air traffic control, were unaware of the imminent danger as their aircraft hurtled toward each other in the inky darkness. The moment of impact was chillingly uneventful. Over the quiet town of Überlingen, all passengers and crew aboard both planes were killed, resulting in a total death toll of 71. As we conclude our voyage through these bizarre plane crashes, one thing is clear: the skies above us hold mysteries that defy explanation. Join me on our next expedition as we unravel the enigmas lurking in the heavens. Until then, my fellow adventurers, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hearts full of curiosity, and your spirits unshaken by the mystery surrounding us. Safe travels, and may the sky always be on your side.